What's up, everybody? It's Goose, and I'm going to do an update on Mary's property. It's been a minute since I've showed y'all anything over here. I'm at the front right corner of the property right now, which I got a lot of fence work to do here, so I'm going to show y'all this. So this is the neighbor's fence, which the goats will obviously go right through that wood. I asked him if I could put some hot wire on there. He said that's fine, so I'm going to do that. But the rest of this fence over here, make sure I'm getting it on video. I mean, it wouldn't hold anything. Just old fence. I'm sure it's been hit by bush hog, and deer probably been tearing it up. I don't know if y'all hear that crinkling. I just picked up some trash off the side of the road, put it in my back pocket so y'all don't hear it. But yeah, this fence is terrible right here. I mean, there's some decent areas right here. If it was all like this right here, I'd use it, which I might keep this section. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at it real good. There's a roll of fence already here, and it's like the same stuff, so I'm gonna replace it up here, which we'll see how rocky it is and all that. These cedar posts are rotted out, which there's some T-posts over there too, so I'm gonna use them T-posts. I probably won't get to stretch this fence because there's no solid corner to pull from. So I don't know. I'll do the best I can, but it'll be better than this anyway. But there's a stretch right here that it's decent. I could use. I'll probably take it all out though. I don't know. We'll see. It's all grown into this tree right here. But yeah, so it's really beat up over here. I'm running the goats out here, so this whole little corner won't hold goats. There was hot wire here, but I went ahead and cut it out. I cleaned up the fence line a lot. I took out almost all the trees. I got a few left. But yeah, this whole corner, it won't keep the goats in, even if I put a hot wire on it. So I took a roll of this net fence, and I fenced off this corner. It's way over there because I had to fence off that wooden fence too. Where's it at? Okay, so yeah, fenced off this whole corner because it's not going to keep the goats in. I've really been working on clearing out the fence line. This net actually had it over here, and I had the goats, well, during the day I was putting them up here and letting them clear this out. So it started right here and it went all the way over here to this gate. And this is some of my little portable, it's a little portable pen I use for small chickens and ducks and stuff. But there's a hole here too. Actually, 4 of the goats got out. I was in town getting some food, and I was coming home. My buddy called me and told me I had 4 goats out, and he's over here watching them for me. So yeah, they found a hole I didn't see. I put that over it to keep them in, which I'm gonna have to replace that piece of fence too. Quite a bit of fence work to do, but I'm still clearing. So yeah, I did have the goats in here. I did that for 3 or 4 days, and while I had them in there, I was working on patching holes. I had to patch 5 or 6 holes over there on that fence line. Luckily, there's a couple rolls of old fence back there, so I mean I've had everything I've needed. Yeah, while I was patching holes, I was running the goats up here to clear this out, and they did. You can see I just got the doelings here, so there's no big goats, but look what they did to that cedar tree. 4 foot down, they cleared it. They just couldn't reach the top. So I got the holes patched, everything on the front of the. I'll show y'all what I got going on in the middle. You can kind of see I got the goats back there. But yeah, once I got the holes patched and I seen how bad that fence was up there, I let them out of this, and I fenced that corner off. And now I've been giving them access to the whole front of the property during the day. At nighttime, they have a net fence I put them in to keep them safe from predators. So here's the gate. When I close the gate, there's a little bit of a gap. So I use this bungee so none of the little goats get out. I just wrap it around. I either have to replace that post or put a T-post there to hold it up because that thing's all the way rotten. We'll see. And this corner is pretty nice too. I use that Gallagher Smart Fence and I fenced this off, and I ran the goats over there for probably about a week. They've been out here for right at 7 weeks now. And before I cleared that front fence with them, I put them around this old mobile home foundation. But I put them around here and they cleared it out. You can see all these little trees. They're not dead. The goats just stripped all the leaves off of them. I put them in here for 2 days, I believe. I still have some trash to clean up, but I've got most of the little stuff. Well, the goats are uncovering more stuff now, but I'm just piling up all the big stuff because I'm going to have to take that off to the landfill. So I'm just going to get a whole trailer load before I do that and try to get it all in one trip. It's no fun going to the landfill. It stinks over there. Plus it's across town. So let me close this gate because I'm going to let the goats out when I get back here and show you all the rest of this. Alright, let me go over here and show you all the doelings. And before I forget, as you can tell, it's, well, maybe you can't tell, it's been bush hogged. The goats haven't kept it ate down like this because they're in that pen back there. But my neighbor Mike, who talked to Mary, he knows Mary and got permission from her for me to run goats here. He actually came over here and bush hogged for me, so I appreciate that, Mike. Thanks. It looks a lot better out here. I was working on doing it with my mower. I did the front part with my mower, and my mower broke down on me like twice in a row, basically. So I'm working on that thing, but Mike got it clipped and looking good for me, so it'll be all right till next year when I get something figured out. I got my little push weed eater over here. I'm going around the borders and cleaning up with that thing. So I come out here every day, and, well, where should I start? I guess I'll start here and just walk through. So every morning I come out here. I've been doing this for, well, like I said, I was putting them little pins, letting them clear it out, and then I got everything opened up. It's been almost 2 weeks now we've been doing this. So I come out here every morning, disconnect my solar energizer, just unclip it. Sometimes I actually go in there and unhook it just to give it a break. But my hands are full. I guess I'll step in here. I'll just go this way because I'm gonna come back. So you can see I have them. Their little home base is in this net fence, which they've cleared it out. Let's walk over here. Which Mike bush hogged in here a little bit too, because they had everything ate. All it was these, which I'm not going to find any leaves. See all these stems out here? There was just hundreds of these plants out here, and the goats just ate all the leaves off of them. So there was just a bunch of stems like there is over here. So Mike came out here and clipped it. But you can see it. I mean, if you look at the old video, all this was overgrown. It's really thick, and they've really cleared it out, which like I said, it's all the doelings, all my little goats, so they can only get, you know, about 4 foot up in the trees. My big goats, they'll get about 6 foot up in there. They graze a lot higher than these things. These little girls. So they're in this pen, which I went here because it's really rocky up front. It is super rocky. I should have showed y'all my ground rods. That kind of shows how rocky it is. I got one all the way in, one foot in, another a foot in, and really rocky. So I came back here because there was the most soil, dirt. There was probably about 10 posts that were on rock, and I just drilled it. Borrowed my neighbor's generator and a hammer drill, and I bought a good masonry bit, big masonry bit off Amazon, and I came out here and drilled these posts and set it up. These three are in straight rock, which that worked pretty well. I wouldn't want to do it with all of them. What has happened here? I've never seen that. I wonder if something got stuck. Oh, oh yeah, it's off. That little piece is broke. I've never seen the plastic piece slide over like that. Something, looks like something got caught in there. Something tried to go through and it got stuck in there. I hope it learned its lesson. It just shows you this fence. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so this side of the fence, it's only, that's maybe 50 foot from that woven wire fence over there. So I put the smart fence up because I don't want the goats going back there. This is still on the property, but it's not fenced in. Not well enough to keep the goats anyway. So I set up the smart fence. I went over there, put that solar energizer on the T-post, and I hooked my ground to the T-post. So that's keeping the goats from going on the back of the property. This video is getting long. I need to hurry up. Hey girls. This one, you were friendly. She's friendly sometimes. So get it going. I guess I'll show you all my ground rods because it's crazy how close they are together and how far I went before I hit rock. Which I'm gonna try to find a better spot, but I was kind of in a hurry with this. So that thing, it's almost 3 foot in the ground. That one, which is right next to it, only went a foot before I hit rock. Same thing there. And that one I went a little deeper. I usually just go side to side to side, but it was just straight rock over here. All right, so I got my calf hutch, my IBC tote shelter, and these igloo dog houses. That's the shelter they got. They don't use them unless it rains, and it's been dry, so they're not using them. I got a round bale of hay with a cattle panel around it. I went and cut holes in here, and then I took an angle grinder so the edges wouldn't be so sharp. Got them a couple buckets of water. There's still some trash over here I need to pick up. These tires, I can't take them to the dump either. I gotta take those to landfill, so I'm just gonna make a big pile and take it off when I get it all together. Oh, here's some of these plants right there. That stuff. It's not showing it. That's what was on all the stems in here. I wish I knew what that was because the goats, they love it. They tear it up. So they got a good variety out here. They were just on forage for a long time. I had 13 of them out here. And then these three good looking ones. Her, and her. They didn't have to be wormed. They're the best looking goats in the group. So these are the three I'm keeping. So they came out here like a month later. These 13 goats have been out here for 7 weeks, and then I brought these three out here 3 or 4 weeks ago. But those are my keepers right here. Her mom's real friendly, that's why she's friendly. Oh, that's what I was saying. They didn't have hay out here for the first 3 or 4 weeks. There was just so much forage. They didn't need hay. I need to cut that tree off my fence. And I've been cutting down little trees and limbs. These are the bottom limbs off of trees. A lot of this stuff came off the fence line. So this side you can see it's open, and I don't want them back there. So what I do, this is only about 20 foot. What I'm gonna do is open these first two sections, that one and that one, run them that way, and then I connect it to the fence. During the day, I leave the fence off. The goats aren't going to try to go through it, and you know, nothing's foolproof, but they're pretty safe up here. I got neighbors watching them up here. Neighbors have dogs. I don't trust them up front during the night, but during the day, and I don't let them out real early. It's about 9 o'clock right now. But anyway, there's not a heavy predator load up there during the day, so this fence is, I keep it off during the day. The goats aren't going to try it. They have no reason to. There's plenty of forage up here. Goats don't usually start trying to get out of your fence till they run out of forage. So anyway, I leave this fence off. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to bungee it to the fence and let these girls out, and I let them graze all day. And then I come out here in the afternoon about 6 o'clock, and I feed them right here on this rock. They had a feed pan, but they peed in it, which they're really trained to it. They think I'm going to do it now. And I only give them a little bit, so I don't necessarily have to feed them every day. I just do it to get them in here so they follow me. See, because yesterday I actually forgot their grain, so they're so trained at this point that they just came in here expecting grain, and I just locked them in here and I didn't have to feed them. So I guess I'll open this gate up and let them out, and I'll show y'all that and finish this video, because it done got way longer than I meant to. I thought about making this into 2 videos, but here we are. So hold on a minute. I use this bungee to hold these posts together so nothing goes between there. I've had something bust that open before, so I use these bungees. They really think like I gave them grain. They're still at the rock looking. Come on, go. I probably didn't get what I just did in frame, so let me show y'all that real quick. I just stuck it in the ground, put that bungee around the post, which if I ever want to make it hot, I'll do something, because if it touches that metal, it'll ground your fence out. But it's not on, so I don't have to worry about that. There was some sag here, so I just loop that around there. Looks a little better. And yeah, I just let them out and let them eat all day. Let them feed themselves. That's why my trees on the fence, I'm gonna come out here and cut that today. I think me and my nephews are gonna come out here, and my nephews are coming to stay the night today. I think we're gonna come down here and have a big fire, maybe 2, we'll see. Burn some of this junk up. But yeah, I've rambled long enough. That's the update. We're getting there. After I get the holes in the fence fixed, I'm gonna put some hot wire up, so that's what's next. And I might bring some nanny goats out here. I gotta do some moving around. I'm still thinking about that, but anyway, that's the update. I'll see y'all later. Goose out.